Hey everybody. So let's talk meditation. Why should we do it? What is it? Why bother? And I'm also going to give you a few tips on how to meditate in a way that maybe you didn't realize was even meditation. So, why meditate? Or what is it? Let's just start with what is meditation? At the end of the day, meditation is simply getting yourself quiet so you can get in a state of coherence and self-regulation. And to be able to, so meditation, it's really just that. There's hundreds and thousands of ways to be able to meditate. Meditation does not mean, it could be, but it's not only sitting under a tree in a lotus position very uncomfortably for hours. Sure, that is a way to meditate. However, there's lots of other ways to be able to do this. So once again, it's really all about clearing our mind and getting ourselves centered. And that can happen in lots of different ways. So the benefits of meditation, I've already mentioned a couple, which are coherence. When our heart is in a state of coherence, we are able to be open and able to receive our guidance, our inner heart's wisdom. We're able to feel and be present. So being present and mindful is being in coherence. Coherence was really made popular by HeartMath Institute. So if you want to learn more about coherence and self-regulation through this, I highly recommend that platform, as it's incredible to be able to help us self-regulate. Self-regulation is really just being able to be mindful of how our body is being affected in a situation. Perhaps somebody was very angry with us and expressed that anger. We immediately might want to cry or feel upset, which is absolutely natural. When somebody comes at me angry, I also want to immediately go into, a fight or flight response of what just happened and where is this coming from. However, after we have that initial response, we can go into self-regulation, which is recognizing this isn't necessarily about me. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, in regard to their perspective as to what's going on. Most likely it's about them. However, the way I respond to it is absolutely 100% up to me. And that's where self-regulation begins. Self-regulation can be done by some nice deep breaths. Whenever we feel stressed or tension, or just simply need to calm ourselves down, that is a form of self-regulation, is being able to use breath and recognizing that perhaps by not self-regulating, the actions that I may do or say may not be the most appropriate. Let me think about it. Let me self-regulate. Let me pause. Let me go for a walk around the block. Let me do the things that I need to do to not come back from that angry place with an angry response. So that's what self-regulation is all about. And so when we coming back to meditation, when we meditate, we go into a state of coherence. It is a self-regulation process. And there's lots and lots and lots of ways of doing this. So one of my favorite ways is moving meditations, being able to get out of my head and into my body through movement. I use this through ecstatic dance and embodiment work, where I'm able to really just move my body in a way that I'm not thinking about choreography. I'm not thinking about what steps I'm going to do. I'm just allowing my body to move to the music, to my breath, whatever it is that I need. So that would be one way to be able to meditate. So embodiment is a great way for doing that. Another way to meditate could simply be taking some deep breaths and finding a place of presence. So one of the techniques that I learned early on is really to be able to, first of all, place my hand on my heart, my other hand on my belly, and then being able to breathe in and breathe out. And as I am doing that, I am going to simply say, I am breathing in. I'm going to say this to myself. And on the exhale, I am breathing out. And I'm going to do that a few times. Our bodies, our mind needs something to hold on to. And by simply saying what it is that we're doing, controls that monkey mind. And it allows us to be in that place of being able to find that opening to be able to be present. So breath work and movement are great places to start. You may find that there's other things that work for you and you didn't realize that it was meditation. That could be something like when you find that you're in a flow state, that can also be in a state of meditation. Flow states can come from if you're a runner, if you do physical exercises and you find yourself in the zone. Being in the zone is a flow state, and that is also a form of meditation. So meditation is not simply sitting under the Bodhi tree, waiting for some infinite wisdom to come to us. It's allowing ourselves to use breath and become present and heart-centered so that we can be in a place that's open to receive. Now, if you find that you are struggling with breathing and getting yourself there as far as getting your mind out of the way, you may want to use a mantra. Something that I like to do is saying on my in-breath, I am love, and on my exhale, I release fear. Or in-breath, inhale love, exhale fear. A mantra, being able to give our mind something to hold on to, absolutely helps. Now, mindfulness, meditations, we really just need 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the afternoon, 5 minutes at night. This is self-care. This is a way to be able to allow ourselves to be able to practice tapping into our inner wisdom. And we need to be in a place of presence in order to tap into this wisdom place. Our heart will always guide us in the right direction if we're listening to our heart wisdom. And that can sometimes be difficult. I know when I was first beginning my meditation practice and working with myself initially, it took me a long time. It took a while for me to be able to understand the difference between my voice, my inner voice, versus my heart wisdom. And once I was able to recognize the difference, it's been a game changer as far as being able to feel into my body, to understand, do I have a yes or do I have a no? And being able to move from that place versus whatever my head says that it feels or thinks, not feel, it thinks that I should do. So hopefully this practice was helpful to you. And what I would love for you to do is make sure that you like and subscribe, follow, so that you can get more of these types of updates. And if you're interested in booking a discovery call with me to see if working with me as a coach is right for you, you can absolutely do so by going to my website, and all of those details are in the description below. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And remember, meditation isn't sitting under the Bodhi tree. You've got lots of options. Take care, y'all.